Yes, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, tankers of Blitz universe. I know you can all turn on the subtitles and then have a laugh at how YouTube thinks I'm talking and what I'm saying, and that often doesn't make any sense whatsoever. So that's why I'm saying Blitz universe. Righty, Rusty 12377. He's in the E75, as you can see, and this is still from the old update, from update 6.8, and some things have changed. We have heavies with far more hit points in tier 10, we have Japanese tank destroyers, and some things haven't changed at all, like that tier 34, right up there, on the big hill. Oh, I'm a heavy tank with a very big gun. I'll climb up the hill because then I can shoot far. Yeah, it might work when you're in uprising mode or realistic or in mad games, but if you're in a regular battle, in a random battle, maybe not so much. You're sitting high and dry, but basically you can shoot everybody, but guns work both ways, and that means that if you can shoot everybody and can see everybody, then everybody can shoot you as well. So yeah, it is not going to work. T-34, what you doing? Says the waffle. Well, he's probably getting shot now. Same goes for this WZ-111, which Ressi has shot once, and he is turning the tank around and shooting the guy up the ass. There we go. Boom, lovely stuff. And Ressi is a subscriber to the channel, sent me this game, and he said, well, this is a good game, all about map awareness, about target prioritizing, about making the right decisions. You can see he's pushed up aggressively, pretty aggressively. He can shoot this WZ-111 again, who is not making the right choices. But the T-34 is down. It's two tanks, a disadvantage for the green team. But luckily the T-32 now clears the WZ-111. They've sort of evened the scores a little bit. And Rusty is already figuring out, well, I can push across that bridge, but if I do that, I will be in trouble. And he will be in trouble because his team is in the top right corner of the map, as you can see. And as said, Rusty is in the E75, a Tiger 2 on steroids. Manages to shoot that M103, has bounced one shot so far, hasn't lost any hit points yet. But here it's going to be a bit hairy. It's going to be in a sticky situation because there's an object 704 rushing in. He can shoot him and bounce, and then he is able to go, yes, behind the building, forward, yes, side sweep, hide the lower plate, angle the tank, make him shoot your tracks, yes, repair, shoot back, lovely stuff. This is good damage trading. And you could keep doing this, but there's a T-54 on his back. So what do you do then? You go for the biggest threat you're currently facing, and you could not avoid getting shot by the 704 again. But all he can do now is hope that this T-54 does not circle and does not get around him. He clears the object 704, that's what he had to do first, then park his butt up into the building. It seems that the T-54 is resorting to shooting HE already, maybe trying to knock the tracks off of Rusty, but he's now having his frontal armor angled towards the T-54. Yes, keep blocking shots, lovely stuff. Just shrug him off now. Can he get a shot in on the cupola? Come on, mate, come on. Yep. Yes, that's a good shot in. 459, and he's got him down to, I think, a one shot. The biggest problem now is the fact that he is tracked in place. And this T-54 drive is doing the best he can, given the circumstances. He can get another shot in, as you can see. Ooh, HE shot does not kill him. That is unfortunate, but, you know, you shall not pass, T-54. Stay here, load HE, and just splash him to death. There we go. Pop goes the turret. Thank you very much. 2 tanks down, a lot of damage, as you can see already, and 3k damage blocked. But in the meantime, the T-92E1 on the red team is sort of cleaning up. And Rusty's team has got one Waffle Tractor left on very low health, and a Leopard PTA left who is flanking around like a mother buzzer, still full health. But that's still a T-92E1. This is the pre-6.9 T-92E1, the unnerved T-92E1. And an unnerved T-92E1, that's a pretty tough opponent. Has a big gun, great mobility, troll frontal armor, and Rusty you can already see what is going to happen. You can see it from the movement that the movements the PTA is making. Rusty has to do it all by himself, or basically all by himself. He can survive one shot from the T92E1, and the T92E1 has a long reload. And luckily, despite the senses that Rusty had were tingling, and he was thinking, right, I have to move now. He's probably going to go this way. He wants to flank and shoot me from afar. Yes, angle the tank, take a shot on the tracks. And now this T92E1 is thinking, nope, nope. I want to reverse. I want to go away. I want to move. Yes, a P shot on you through the side of the throat. There we go. Lovely stuff. High roll, 500 plus damage. And in comes the Leopard PTA. And he's going to shoot that guy. He's going to shoot the T92E1. And take a look at the damage. Did you catch that? Did you catch it? The damage dealt was 37. Great mastery by Rusty. Make no mistake about that. High caliber, steel wall. And 37 damage. Dealt by the Leopard, pain in the ass. Great work, mate. Really effective. But the hero of today, the Gandalf of this game, was Rusty12377. And I also have this game in my inbox. As said, still 6.8. I will be covering the Japanese tank destroyers, no problem whatsoever. You can participate in my stay-at-home contest, which I've released yesterday. The link in the top right corner of the screen. Do check it out. Do check Mizi's contest out as well. Audionautix contest, Umberbex, Pier13, Rib Raid. We have a lot of stuff going on, a lot of tanks to be won. But let's get back to the game. This is Pooh for the win. And he sent me this replay, and he said, well, Martin, I'm going to show you that this tank, the Opticon 40, is still relevant. Because when there was the first iteration of the Twister Cup, this was the go-to medium tank, tier 10 medium tank on the battlefield. There was just no other tank that could match what this tank was capable of. It could basically do anything. It could bounce a lot of shots. It could bounce itself. It could bounce himself on the VK, as you can see. And Pooh for the win hasn't done a lot of damage yet. In fact, he hasn't done any damage whatsoever. But he's blocked 2,700. And when we have that first Twister Cup, this was the go-to tier 10 medium tank. Yes, of course, there was a T62A still. We had an STB, there was a pattern in the game, an FE4202, a lot of tanks in the game. But none of these were as versatile as the Object 140. Everybody who would want to drive a Russian medium tank in tier 10 would go for an Object 140 because it had the upper plate, it had the mobility, it had the gun, it had turret armor, it basically had everything. But times have changed. Because now the T62A is probably the go-to medium Russian tier 10 tank. And the numbers that are currently on the tank over the last 90 days, it's about 3 or 4k total in the Opticon 40 and 6 or 7 in the T62A. That used to be the other way around. But Pooh for the win had a great game, and he sent me this one. He said, well, Martin, can you please show this game on your channel, because this tank is still relevant. And I like the move that he's making here. He decided to go try help the the K91, and then figured out, well, I can help him, but I'll probably die myself. And then he withholds his shot until the VK4502B is in plain sight in open area, and he can shoot him, and then finish him off for 2 more hit points. And then he's going to go in, because he's realizing that he can win this flank. And I probably would have tried to help my K91, but Pooh realized as he was moving forward, well, if I'm going to do that, it's not going to be Pooh for the win, it's going to be Pooh for the loss, because I would go in and then I would have to face this E100 and a VK up there, and 2 guns versus 1, even if you're a full health Object 140, 9 out of 10 times that's going to win. And this tank was also there, the T54E1. That tank decided to make a flanking move. He failed at that, and he manages to shoot Pooh 3 times, but only 2 of them penetrated. And now he's on a long reload, and the Object 140 is still a really good damage dealer, a DPM machine. Just, if you can unleash that DPM of the Russian tanks, of the T62A and the Object 140, there's basically no tank that can match it, except maybe this one, the Sheridan. Doesn't have great DPM, but it has a really big derpy gun with good alpha damage. So for each shot that the Sheridan hits, it's like Pooh has to shoot him twice and hit him twice. And these things are really mobile. And they can move around the battlefield at great speed, as you can see. And they can just get... they can't get shot. They can't get shot. They're just way too quick. Sheridan is a good tank. Looks brilliant in the camouflage, as you can see. And this is a great bounce. And then Sheridan bounces as well on the building. And now it's deep. Now it's a DPM trade. Now it's just a DPM trade. Pool can sustain 2 hits, as you can see, if you're looking at his hit point pool. But the Sheridan is now using adrenaline. Come on, mate. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Yes, shoot him once. HE is not a good idea because that hull is entirely clad in space armor that will just get eaten. And angle the tank a little bit more. Yes, bounce on the turret front. There we go. 1, 2, 3. Nice. 4 kills. 4,801 damage dealt, 4,000 damage blocked. Yes, yes, this tank is still very relevant. And talking about relevant tanks, the IS-4 is very relevant. And you might have been thinking, well, what's with hit points? Well, this was 6.8. I'm going to take a look at the tier 10 heavy tanks too. Make no mistake about that. Just hold your horses, be patient, stay tuned. It's going to be all on the channel. But as said, talking about relevant tanks, oh la la. Here's the mobile tier 10 bunker, the Tetri bunker, driven by David Clip 002 from the Swarm Clan, and he's driving the T-110E3, that American tank destroyer, which is just a beast. It is a beast when held on. It is a line stopper. This is a Gandalf tank. You can put it into a line and then you can yell at the enemy, just, "You shall not pass!" And that's exactly what David's going to do. Oh, hello, pattern. Boom. How you like that? I'll just sit, hold down. And he's trying to shoot the cupola, but the cupola is troll as hell. David is in the perfect position for a T-110E3. He can hide the lower plate, he can shoot the enemy, splash roll on the T-92E1 with HE, but still splash roll for that. 114, setting a tank on fire, lovely stuff. He has blocked 1500 damage already, he's dealt 1200 nearly. But you ain't seen nothing yet. This is going to be epic. Oh, hello, Grill. You are a big gun too. You're a big gun. 640 Alpha on AP. I've got 640 Alpha on AP too. But hey, I got armor, and you don't. So do you want a piece of me? Do you want a piece of me? Yes! What was the Grill thinking? What was he thinking? I mean, he knew he was there. It wasn't a secret that David was here. It really wasn't, and then, yeah, killed the T-92E1. The Leopard pays for it, as well as you can, with his live, as you can see, and it's now 4 versus 6. It might be doable. It should be doable, but yeah, it's with the reload here, and the fact that the red team has got mobility. He gets a shot in onto the WZ-121. The Object 704 misses, that is unfortunate, and now the WZ is trying to go around. Yes, shoot the Object 704 and only do track damage, that's fortunate. Oh, hello Grill. Oh, it's 3 versus 6. Hello Grill, HE shell, on the tracks, 455. That is a bit of a low roll and annoying, but he blocked yet another shot. That's great. And remember what I said about hull down. As long as you can keep this tank hull down, you can hide your lower plate. There's a Waffle coming in. Hello Waffle, bye Waffle, back to garage. Great stuff. As long as you can hide your lower plate, you're good. But if you cannot hide your lower plate anymore, then they're going to shoot you through the lower plate. That's why David is backing up. It might seem strange that you think, well, why is he backing up? He's creating distance. They have to cover some distance to be able to get shots in on him. And he manages to angle towards the AMX 5120 once, and then manages to angle towards the left again. But he had no choice there. He just had to keep backing up and try to go hull down. He lost a lot of health, nearly everything, just about 47 hit points left. But look at the blocked damage done. 6k. Oh, there's more. 6.4. There is a object still. No, WZ is still there. AMX is there. Object 74 to the front. Oh yeah, AMX is down. Lovely. WZ is one down again. Yes, I'm very excited. As you can hear, I'm just jibber jabber and just talking nonsense basically. But they've managed to pull it back from a 3 versus 6 to a 3 versus 1. And that is in no small part due to David. And look at this move which he's going to make. He's going to move forward, 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 forward. And the mouse is thinking, right, the mouse is going to think, I'm going to shoot the lower plate. And then David backs up, into the gully, makes the motion shoot the top of his front plate, and he bounces yet another shot. And is he done yet? Is he done? Of course not. He ain't done yet. There we go. Another blocked shot. 7,380 damage blocked. 6,918 damage dealt. Hurrah! Excellent job. Great game. I really enjoyed watching that. And this is your typical Gandalf tank in a great You Shall Not Pass game. Great accuracy as well. Thank you, mate, for allowing me to use it on the channel. And thank you, ladies and gentlemen, tankers of this universe. Stay safe, look after yourselves and your family, and I'll catch you all on the next video. Cheers! Happy tanking!